Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a brand spanking new model from GEO Knife. If you've never checked them out, well, I did show you guys this one. I'll tell you about that one here in just a second, and I'll compare it to this one too. That's the Ethereal, by the way. But I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is not an unboxing. I've already unboxed it. I've already messed around with the knife. This is what it comes with, and I do have a little bit of information that you'll want to stick around to find out about this dude right here. But tell me down in the comments how good of a day you're having, or if you're not, well, you know, I guess you could do that too. If you want to be a Debbie Downer, that's totally fine. This is the GEO Knife Frost. Would you look at it? Just look at it, all of its frostness. Now, this is a pretty cool knife. There was one particular thing that I will mention here in just a little bit that, you know, it was a minor little hiccup, but not the end of the world. This is a titanium frame, and there are 3 different versions of this bad boy. And by the way, this blade steel, spoiler alert, M390 blade steel, baby. Now, it does have a reversible pocket clip, and it has a very nice filler tab. So that's very cool. You can wear this right-handed, left-handed. So this is a completely ambidextrous knife. You ready to see the blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah, look at that. It is a clean knife. I can tell you now, the ergonomics are very comfortable. They did a good job of this chamfer right along the edges all the way around. It almost gives you kind of a little bit of a contoured feel. Even though the scales are not contoured, it feels that way in your hand. This is a crossbar lock. Left and right, right now, it's solid, but I'll tell you about that here in just a second. I'm just giving you teasers, you know what I mean? Now, as far as sharpening, you do have a little bit of room before you get to that plunge grind. Not a whole lot, but I mean, I don't know how much you're gonna be using this bad boy. Now, let me give you a couple quick numbers. From tip to tail, this dude's coming in at 7.85 inches. Your blade length is 3.3 inches and sharpened right there at about the 3.2 inch mark. And your handle length is 4.5 inches. Now, as far as your blade height, well, I might as well show you since we're having fun, right? Just a hair over 1 inch tall, so it is going to make it a nice and slicey knife. Here's a couple quick size comparisons. Here's the QSP Penguin, because everybody needs a penguin, right? Well, you know what? I have 2 of them on the table. Why not? There's 2 different versions of the penguin. So, well, you know, a penguin sandwich is good because a lot of people have those, and that gives you a really good idea. Here is the Kaiser Drop Bear 2, and then here's another popular one, the Vosted Raccoon. So it's even a little bit bigger than the raccoon. If you have a raccoon, this is what it looks like blade-wise. You can see that it has that much more blade than the raccoon. Now, handle-wise, not a whole lot of difference as far as how much room you have for handle. And then let me put 2 more up here. Here's the CJRB Pyrite Light. And then last but not least, we'll put the Ethereal by GEO Knife. This is the first knife that I checked out by GEO Knife, and it's very nice, very, very nice. Now, moving right along, let me get you into a little bit of the the guts and the detail. So, as far as the finish is very nice on it. It has a very nice stone wash. This version looks good. The other 2 versions look very nice, very, very nice. I'll put a link down there to where you can go check them out. And I think I found the Ethereal on Amazon. I'll put that link in there because look at this. Check that out. It has a little Mr. Fancy Pants going around that pivot. And these both do have cage ceramic ball bearings and a captive pivot, which is very nice. Now, as far as your fit, when I went like this left and right, my blade was a little loose. So I had to get the T8 and I torqued it a little bit, and then it was too tight. So I had to adjust it back and forth. I don't know that there was, a matter of fact, I can show you right now, full disclosure. See how loose this is? This comes right out. I don't know, did it have any... I can't really tell where they had any Loctite on there. So the screw just came right out. It was a little bit loose. It wasn't that bad, but it was loose enough to where it made me want to try to tighten it. So if you get one of these and you do have a loose blade, you might want to put just a little bit of blue Loctite on there. Use blue, don't use red. But my hand, the ergonomics, my hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25, and the grip is very comfortable. It is very nice, very, very nice. It feels so good. I mean, I can do push cuts in this. I could do hammer grips in this. You can do reverse cuts, reverse grips on this. The handle is, wow, they did a very nice job on the ergonomics. The only thing that the only drawback would be whether or not that had a little bit of blue black tie. I'm just having fun. Right in here, you can see that you can adjust the Omega springs. There are 3 different spots there where you can adjust those bad boys. So depending on your finger strength or what you prefer or how you like your knives to operate. Now see, I tightened it too far. Now I have to back it out just a hair. Just a tiny, tiny little bitty hair. Now let's see. There, oh, what? There we go. So there's the sweet spot. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about getting one of these bad boys. But when you have it dialed in, the action works great. So the action, form, fit, and finish are all very nice on this thing. Fit, we do have the issue on the fit. But everything else, I mean, it's very nice. I like the other versions of this thing. They have a tiger stripe pattern, the flamed ano. I always am a sucker for some good tiger stripe. And then they also have a black DLC. Yeah, you heard me. They have a DLC coded one. And that one, oh my goodness, all blacked out version. It looks super nice. You all know there's a lot of competition for my pockets, and this is one that I wouldn't mind carrying because I like the feel of it so much. And if you have big hands, this is what it looks like in my hands. I have large glove size hands. So if you have XL hands, I think it would probably still be comfortable. And then taking a look up here at a little bit of that jump. Look at those. Yeah, check it out. All kinds of grippiness. And the grippiness on that jimping is parfait, as Mrs. Beez would say. So this is a very good knife. I really like what GEO Knife is doing. There's the first one. Here's the second one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they do have another model out, which you can check out. I'll put the link down there to their website and anywhere else that I can find them. I hope you enjoyed checking out this dude. Leave me comments down below. Did you get one of these or one of these or one of the other versions of one of these? Curious minds want to know. But until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.